What is it? Yeah. Hello, hello. If you're new to my life, please like and follow. And if you're not new, welcome back. So, kiddos are all back to school normally now, like all day. Friday was one of them days that Carter was sent home early, but and Haley was out, which Haley goes to preschool, so she doesn't have school on Fridays. They have it Monday through Thursday, so she was sent home Wednesday, and I ended up having her in the hospital on Wednesday night. It got so bad that I was scared. And, you know, after raising so many kids, it takes a lot to get a person to the point to where they're kind of scared. When a child is sick, they have to be really sick. And she was sent home because she threw up everywhere, all over herself, her shoes, right before the end of the day. And so I got her from school, and the nurse said that she was going to give her a doctor note for the following day, which was that Thursday. And then, so I didn't have to worry about going to the doctor or anything. I said, okay. Well, then once we got home and settled and stuff, my parents had came and seen us and got some like Tylenol ibuprofen for the kiddos because they were running fevers and stuff. Oh, thank you, Gina. And hey, Kimberly. So they hadn't got much, basically got home, and I was already texting Mom. I'm like, Mom, something's wrong. Like, she's not doing any better. She started throwing up literally every 5-10 minutes. It was awful. And she had fell asleep. And finally I was like, you know, maybe she'll get some rest. She'll feel better. And she was laying on the couch. And she was on one of them couch pillows in the corner of the couch and laid back on her back. And I heard this weird noise. And Carter yelled for me. And so I run in there. Well, hey, Kimberly. Hey, June. And so I run in there, and when I say run, y'all, I walked fast. You know how it goes, okay? And she was basically asleep on her back, and she threw up, and she was choking on it. And her face was red, and it was scary. So scary. And so I told Mom what was going on. She's like, you know, well, what do you want to do? Do you think she needs to go to hospital or doctor or what? And I'm like, look, I don't know. I said, I'm going to ride this out for a little bit and see how she feels. I said, but I said, I really have a feeling that she might end up in the hospital tonight. And she did. Eventually, we were talking, and I was on the phone with Mom basically the whole time. And I asked her, you know, I'm like, what do you think? And she's like, well, she said, I would just take her. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do that. So, when you have several young ones, the hospital don't really like you bringing all them kids in there. And I do not blame them because it's hard with that many. And, so Mom and Dad met me at the hospital, and I had Haley, Carter, Skylar, and Stormy, and me and my mom went in to the hospital with Haley, and my dad sat in my car. Well, it's his car, I'm using it. He sat in my car with the others. We were in there for hours, and they weren't busy, but they had other people in there, other patients. And he came to us before it was our turn and checked on Haley and everything the doctor did. My biggest concern was she had horrible pain in her stomach. And I said, when I say horrible, like horrible. She would scream and she would hold her stomach and she would say, Nana, my belly, my belly, my belly. And I'm like, huh. So I got thinking, you know, maybe it could be like appendicitis or it could be something down that alley. And I'm like, I don't know. Ashley, what do you mean I've never had trouble taking kids before? What are you talking about? I have never once in my life taken all 4 kids to the hospital same time. I don't know what you're talking about. No. The only time the kids has ever been to the hospital is either surgery or seizure. I don't take them to the hospital. Never in my life. I just don't do that. I always go to the doctor. It has to be an emergency, guys, okay? So, never mind what trolls think. They just don't understand, I guess. I don't know. So, Dad's out there. Me and Mom's inside. They ran a bunch of testing. They done the swabs for COVID and flu and strep and all that. And to be honest with you, I don't know if they got a good reading on it because Haley, as sick as she was, fought them bad. She would not open her mouth. She would not let them do her nasal. And there at the end, the nurse that was doing it, she took 2 of them little cotton ball things and done it at the same time, and it didn't even go into the nasal cavity. It was just barely at the end. So honestly, I don't even know if she got a reading. She might have, but she might not have. I don't know. But everything came out completely clear, and it was nothing. And we're like, what in the world? So the doctor was writing it up to be like a viral thing. You know what I mean? When we was in the hospital. No, they never went to the hospital. They've been to the hospital to visit. They have never, you cannot, okay, you guys, wow. Okay, there's a difference in going to see somebody in the hospital and taking a child to the hospital to be seen in the ER with other children. There's a big difference. Denise, my parents love all the kids, but they are super attached to Haley, and I thank God for that. Let me tell you why. Because Carter, Skylar, and Stormy, they have a mother in their life. Now, Hannah's not there all the time. It's not weekly. It's not monthly. It might be every 6 months, but they do have a mom in their life. They know their mom. They have some sort of bond with their mother, okay? And with Haley, Haley don't have a mom or a dad in her life at all. So, my dad, he uses the word underdog. He feels like Haley is the underdog. And my dad has always felt like he was the underdog. So, he definitely has took Haley under his wing. Him and Mom more so. But I thank God for that, because when I brought Haley home from the hospital, my parents told me that day that they would be by my side and help me with Haley her whole life. Well, until she's an adult. And they have kept their word. Mm-hmm. Hannah? Honey, she's not even got a Facebook. She's not on Facebook. Well, Hannah's not on Facebook, okay? And, they still be talking about her. I don't know. But anyhow, she's doing okay. I talked to Hannah 2 nights ago. She called me in the middle of the night. She was upset. And, I don't know. She wanted to come here. And then I tried to respond to her. She talked to me a couple times, and then I lost her. And I messaged her husband, and he said she went to sleep. So I guess everything's fine and dandy. I don't know. But no, she's not even on Facebook. I don't know who Haley's bio parents are. I know who her mother is. Haley's mother is my oldest daughter. But not, I don't know who the daddy is. There was 3 possibilities that Sierra gave me when she was about to give birth to Haley. She told me 3 names, and she said if something should happen later in Haley's life and she needed a kidney or whatever, she said these are the 3 people to go look for. And I'm like, okay. And do I know which one it is? Nope. I don't have a clue. But I do know the mom, of course, because it's my daughter. And thank you, Wanda. Yeah, Haley was excited to go today because she's been out of school since Wednesday evening. And that was only her 2nd day. The day they sent her home was only her 2nd day of preschool. Denise, she needs that extra love, and I think it's wonderful for her. But no, it's cute. Wanda, Stormy, which you can't really see her too good, and Haley had on her jacket, so you couldn't tell, but they're wearing the same outfit today. And so they have a lot of clothes that match, even some where Sky matches with them. And I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping that when I take Stormy on Friday to be tested and to see if she can get into preschool. I'm hoping she needs work, extra help somewhere so she can get in. That's the only way of getting her in without a tuition. So hopefully they can find something that she needs help in, because she needs preschool. She needs to be around other kids. And if she does get into preschool, I'm going to dress them alike all the time, because they have at least 6 or 7 outfits that match now. My mom got them some, and through Christmas, so they now have matching outfits, and it's so cute. I'm gonna dress them the same, but they do like dressing up the same. This one is watching YouTube, so I don't know. She's happy. She's happy, happy, happy. Yep. Well, Cheryl, here's the thing with that is I don't agree with parents not able to raise their children and to continue having children either, okay? That's my personal opinion. But you have to understand this much, okay? Is I have no control over my adult children. And when they kept having kids, I wasn't there for it. And I was there for the making of it. So it's not like I could do anything. But my opinion was just that, my opinion. And they didn't listen to me. And things happen. So, therefore, I had no control. That was just, that's God. And that's a mother and a father. That's how all that works. I'm out of it. But all I know is I wasn't going to let them go into the system. And that was my biggest concern. Is I wasn't going to let them go into the system. And that's why I kept them together. And they're doing well. I mean, they get a lot of colds from schools and stuff, but in the summertime, they're usually fine. It's just school. But this is the first time that they've been really sick from school. When I say sick, it could be a cold, but not like hospital sick. This time it was hospital sick. Like Haley was, she was completely white. I was thinking that it was something to do with more than what they said. But anyhow, I've got papers over here from the hospital that night. And what I was saying earlier is the doctor wrote it up to be a viral. But the paperwork they sent me home was food poisoning. So, who knows? I had text Mom, and I'm like, Mom, like, these papers I got from the hospital? She's like, yeah. I said, why they be saying that she got food poisoning? She's like, what? And I was like, that's what they sent me. So, I don't know what happened. So, the little guy, you talking about Hayden? Hayden has 50-50 custody with his mommy and his daddy. I do not raise Hayden. Have I kept Hayden? Yes. I kept him for his first few months of his life. And then they went through all that mess with the court, and I don't know. I'm glad I'm not in that one. But, crap. Put that on crooked. Look, I got 3 of them. But anyways, they done a 50-50 custody thing. What they do is what they do, but that's what the court gave them. They don't have to do 50-50, and they can switch it up as much as they want, but what 50-50 is supposed to be is 3-4-3-4, but every person does it different, I guess. I don't know. That's on them, not me. I know that Hayden is doing well, and I know that he's growing like a weed. I have not had Hayden with me since his birthday. So, or around his birthday. So, the end of October is when I had him. I've not had him since. So, that doesn't mean that he's not okay. He's fine. I haven't had him. You guys got to think, these 4 right here keep me busy. I couldn't handle anymore. I'm good with these. Because when babies are little, it's a lot of work. When they're big, it's a lot of work. Kids are just a lot of work in general. You know? They make their decisions. That's right. Yeah. And, you know, Denise, if I could control them and all that, it would have been different, but I can't. Now, my oldest daughter has 3 kids. My youngest daughter has 4 kids. My son has 1 kid. And now my son told me he don't want no more right now. He might later, but right now he don't want no more. He's smart. He does things the right way, but and his son, little DJ, he's growing like a weed too. Talks up a storm, plays. He's a good boy. But the 4 that I usually talk about is the 4 that I have all the time. I have 2 granddaughters, and I have 2 grandsons that I don't raise. So I have 8 total. I just have 4 at home. But I'm really, really, really hoping that Stormy gets into preschool because she needs it so bad. No, Jennifer, you're right. If it came down to it, I would raise him. But, because, now, if it came down to it to where any of my other grandkids was about to go into the system, or I would raise them. But as long as that's not a concern, I don't want no part of it. But if it comes down to they're not going to be in the family no more, and they were going to be put in the system for any reason, I would absolutely. Yeah. Hey, Marianne. Oh, I done my nails, by the way, while I was talking. Cheryl, I feel the same way. And I don't think parents realize what they do, you know. And I know a lot of people bring up Hannah because Hannah's been on my lives and been a part of Confidence is Beautiful. But it's not just her, it's Sierra too. And I don't know which is worse. I don't know. Well, I'm going to tell you my opinion, okay? I don't know which is worse, but this is my opinion. My opinion is it's worse for the twins and Stormy to see mommy and then mommy leave, and then to see mommy and mommy leave, than it is for Haley to not ever have mommy at all. Because, now I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. I feel that way because I think it hurts them worse by seeing something, having something that they can't have. And then it's harder on them. Now with Haley can't miss her mom because she's never had her mom or her dad. Haley can't, she doesn't have that pain that the others have. But at the same time, she also hasn't ever experienced that love from her mom. So I don't know which one is actually worse. But that, in my opinion, it would be the parent that is sometimes, instead of the parent that is not at all, because Haley don't know what she's missing because she's never had it. The twins and Stormy know what they're missing because they have had it. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like I said, everybody has an opinion. It's like a butthole. We all got one. But that's what I think. But I could be wrong. Maybe my thought process is wrong. But that's my opinion. And, it is what it is. Y'all, I gotta get my shoes on. We're about to go get Haley. Ouch. Can't miss something you've never had. Exactly. And that's why I feel like Haley is in a better situation because she's never had that. But she gets that instead of like the twins and Stormy has their mom sometimes, Haley gets my parents. So that way it evens it out. But the only difference with Haley is where she's got my parents, you know, as like a second set of grandparents all the time. Like she gets them more, I guess you could say. Is they don't walk out on her. They don't come and go. They, you know, they're there all the time. And I think that's a big deal, you know. And that helps her. So that's good. Cheryl, you're right about that too. And I've considered it here lately, definitely. Here lately, I have really been struggling financially, and it was brought to my attention about that. And I believe that if they were made to help out, that they wouldn't be doing it no more. I agree with that. I sure do. Oh my gosh, I forgot about my new deer. Y'all, I got Smokey in the closet right now. But I'm going to show you on the next live today. I don't have enough time. I got to roll. But I got Smokey. If you've been with me for a while, Smokey is the deer that my dad got a couple years ago. And we sent the head to be mounted. And it took almost 2 years. But we got it back. And Dad went and picked him up and brought him home to me on Wednesday. So, I got Smokey. He's beautiful. He's not up on the wall yet. He's in my closet because I didn't want any kid to rip off antlers or anything. But, is my jacket up there? Stormy, did you take your socks off?
Yeah.
Hey, we have to go bye-bye to get Hey Hey.
What?
Yeah, where's your socks?
I don't know.
You took them off. Come here, you just had them on. Where'd they go?
Don't make toe out. My
Yeah,
feet.
and you took your hair down. Come here, sit up. Let me fix your hair. Quit taking your hair down. Did you throw them at the floor? Give me your foot. We're going to put these up on your pants because you're wearing your boots. Here. All right. You got your knockers on. Come here. Sit up. Sit up. Did you want to wear your necklace? No? It's not a bracelet. You want to wear it like a bracelet?
Yeah.
Okay. Here. There you go. Here's your blanket, and go get your jacket and bring it to me so we can put it on you. We can take this with us. You can take it with us. Go get your jacket. Come on. Come on, girl. Oh. Go get your jacket. It's in there in the living room, I think. Go get it. We have to go get it. Well, go get it. So we go get Hey Hey. Guys, we're going to head out. Last week, it was really warm. It got up to like 70 a couple days. It was really nice. And now, we're only in like the high 30s, low 40s. Super cold. We have to go get some groceries after I get all these kids. I got to get Haley and then come back here and get the twins. And then we're going to run the store. But y'all have a good day. God bless you. I love you all, even the Karens. I look like a beach ball. Well, that's okay, honey. That's okay. It's not about how you look. It's about what you do in life. And it don't matter what you done yesterday or day before. It matters what you're doing today. So, the Bible says to pray for you and love you. And that's what I'm going to do. So, God bless you. But much love to everyone. And I'll see you on the next one.